What if I told you the Cleveland Browns might have made one of the biggest mistakes in modern NFL history? A decision that cost them not just games, not just seasons, but their very identity as a team. Because today, Baker Mayfield, the quarterback they once pushed out the door, is thriving in Tampa Bay, while the Browns are drowning in their own chaos. And now, Mayfield isn't staying silent anymore. He's calling out his old team once again. And this time, he's got every reason to do it. There's no denying it. The Cleveland Browns have long been one of the most dysfunctional franchises in the entire NFL. For over 3 decades, chaos has been their trademark. Since their return to Cleveland in 1999, Jimmy Haslam's team has managed to reach the playoffs only 4 times, just 4 times in more than 25 years. And what's even more shocking is that half of those playoff appearances came under the current leadership of general manager Andrew Berry and head coach Kevin Stefanski. Yet despite all the resources, all the hype, and all the talent, the Browns continue to find new ways to fall apart. He was fiery, passionate, and determined to change the losing culture that had haunted the Browns for years, and he actually did it. He made them relevant again. He led them to the playoffs in 2020, and even delivered a long-awaited victory against their arch-rival, the Pittsburgh Steelers. That win marked the Browns' first playoff victory since 1995. It was supposed to be the beginning of a new era, a turning point. But instead, it became the high point before another inevitable collapse. In the following season, Mayfield battled through injuries. He wasn't at his best, but instead of standing by their quarterback, the one who gave the city a reason to believe again, the Browns moved on. They traded him away for practically nothing to the Carolina Panthers, all because they had fallen in love with the idea of Deshaun Watson, a quarterback with talent but a mountain of controversy. Cleveland handed Watson a $230 million fully guaranteed contract, the largest in NFL history at the time. And that right there was the moment everything started to unravel. Fast forward to today, and the results couldn't be more ironic. Baker Mayfield, now leading the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, is one of the top 5 candidates for the NFL MVP award. Through 8 games this season, he's thrown for 1,919 yards, 13 touchdowns, just 2 interceptions, and carries a passer rating close to 98.1. He's not just putting up numbers, he's leading. The Buccaneers sit at the top of the NFC South with a 6-2 record, and they're on track for another playoff run. Meanwhile, back in Cleveland, the Browns' quarterback room looks like a complete disaster. Deshaun Watson is once again sidelined and rehabbing, while Dillon Gabriel, a young and inexperienced quarterback, has been thrust into the starting role. Gabriel has been struggling badly in his 4 starts, and now fans are already chanting for someone new. Many are even calling for Shedeur Sanders to be given a chance, which just shows how lost this team truly is. When reporters recently asked Baker Mayfield about the Browns' quarterback situation, his response was cold and sharp. "I don't really check in," he said. "I kind of know what's going on." It wasn't arrogance, it was truth laced with frustration. After all, he's seen it before. The Browns keep cycling through coaches, quarterbacks, and excuses. But the one constant in all of this dysfunction? Poor leadership. And now even Kevin Stefanski, the man who once led the Browns to those rare playoff appearances, is reportedly on the chopping block. Sources around the league suggest that the organization might be preparing to move on from him. Stefanski's last playoff appearance came in 2023, but that feels like an eternity ago. Today, despite having elite talent like Myles Garrett anchoring the defense, the Browns are once again in complete disarray. Baker Mayfield's criticism isn't coming from bitterness, it's coming from experience. He lived through the dysfunction, he felt the instability. And now, as he thrives in Tampa Bay, he's proving that maybe, just maybe, he wasn't the problem. Maybe the problem has always been Cleveland itself. So here's the truth. The Cleveland Browns let go of the one quarterback who brought them hope, only to chase a dream that turned into a nightmare. And now Baker Mayfield stands as living proof of their biggest mistake. As the Buccaneers chase another playoff run, and Mayfield's name rises in the MVP conversation, Cleveland is left wondering what could have been. Because sometimes the grass isn't greener on the other side, it's just more expensive.